right, y'all. Hello, hello.
Whoa.
It's Thursday. We have thoughts, and there will be arting.
I got lots of arting lined up for y'all. Haven't found my feathers yet, but I did find, hopefully, I know where they're not. Let's just say that.
You know,
sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah, you know? It's a process. It's one of those things.
I'm still searching, and I know they will turn up because I found other parts of the
in the archaeological dig.
Yeah, I found the mask.
Wonderful.
So you know, all was good.
Yeah. When she turns around, I'll start this whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Here, my glasses are.
Oh, they're filthy. I can see them from here. Filthy.
That's what Josh used to say.
He did when he was little. Filthy. Filthy.
He just was so cute. His mouth full of teeth.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together, we are
PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. That's how we know that you are here. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, if you would, this would be a lovely time to do so. If you're feeling real like giving and, you know, just want to share this stream, also mucho appreciated. You want to do that through email or over on the other social media platforms. We love that and appreciate it. Yeah, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube business that one does if you are new. There are bells to be rung and things, you know, thumbsy upsy. As you know, it's the like button down there. Actually, it's usually right in over here.
All right, let's see.
I'm going to say hello to everybody because that's...
Hallelujah.
Yes, and say hello in the chat so I can know that you're here because that's how I know that you're here. For Grace Creations, that's Dawn. She got some new stuff and she's been showing things and doing things. Very excited about that, Dawn. Angela's here. Art Curious. It's Miriam, Betsy, Brandy's here. Carrie, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo, Darcy, Dana, Ellen, Gray. Hoarder Paper Crafts. That's Mimi. Cynthia Ham just popped it in there. So let's see. Darcy, Dana, Ellen, Gray, Hoarder Paper. That's Mimi. Okay. Ingrid's here. Jennifer, Jocelyn, Julie, Kathy. Lexi, Lizzie Jean, Lorraine, Lydia, Margie, Marina Lake, Panka, Sandy, SWL, that's Sherry, Tegan, the Shelley Studio, that is Margot, Veronica Jensen, hello. All right, I know somebody else popped in and out of there, but just give me some extra pinky hello hands. I'll make sure that you get helloed, like, you know, Cynthia did, and Liz Jean. Griffin Chale, that's Rhonda, Cheryl.
All right, I'm caught up here.
Okay. Hey, Architect Crazy Quilter, that's Dawn. Oh, she had a very good, what did she tell me? She said that, maybe it was a wati or arroyo is what they call them in New Mexico. The little dried up creeks and then they fill up.
Buffalo wallows.
I don't think that was, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were created out, you can look at those places out in the, when you find places that...
Yeah, she has Rhonda's necklace on today. Mm-hmm.
And I created this necklace.
Rhonda, she posted a picture of it in Makers.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it took me a couple days to get this one to work. But
you knew you wanted it with that.
I knew it would go with this. It doesn't go, like, positively all the way, but, you know, I think it really...
Oh, I think it gives a good nod.
And I restrung this necklace, and I wanted to put some blue in with it, but the blue that I had just fought with this, and I just thought it's just best to go.
Yeah, I don't think, I think you did well.
Anyway, I got to use my copper.
All right, you gonna thought? I'm
gonna thought. And I had 2 spurts of thoughts today.
Careful.
Seriously, have an overdose. Okay, so here's my paper. And you know I do this all the time. I have my paper down here and I'll think of something. And I just start writing. And that's kind of how this occurs organically.
Oh, I just got these from P. They've got some weight to them. They're bone. They make a cool little clinky sound when she said I could have them.
Well, you know, I've got that photo downstairs. It's above the buffet. Mm-hmm. I have those earrings on.
Oh, well, They're
very old.
I kind of did something a little different today. I was hot. It's been this muggy, weird. It's
So
kind of cold out.
My hair's just like throwing something fierce. I mean, I just wake up and it's just like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Jeanette.
So
Hey,
where
Julie.
this started this morning was, I'm messing around and cleaning up and trying to get everything so I can at least lay my hands on it. Maybe I was hoping to find the
feathers.
Feathers. Feathers did not appear, but some other things did. And this is where we're going here. Focus. What aspects of my life do I have control over? Well, I think, the more you age, the less physical control that you have. But because of your life experiences, I am thinking that the emotional control is more.
Should be.
Can be. Ideally. Okay. To answer that question, there's one main constant. My attitude in any given situation, I get to decide how I will feel. Somebody else doesn't get to decide that. They can just F off. Now, this all came about because of a quote, and I've had this quote for a long time. It predates Mariah, actually. Because I was watching the Holocaust when I was nursing you. So, there you go. Viktor Frankl. Look him up. Interesting dude. His quote is, quote, "Everything can be taken from a person but one thing. The last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given circumstances, to choose one's own way." And I'm going to he was a Holocaust survivor and was also, I think, the quote that goes, "And then they came for me,"
was from him.
Was from Viktor Frankl. And he's written he has a whole book, and I don't, just look it up. It's Viktor, capital Frankl. There's no, and it's
right, Ellie, like it's not an Ellie, it's a yeah.
All right, very interesting. Now,
hi Nancy. Hey Joni.
So,
hey Ann.
Now that we've established what my focus is, what really makes my life satisfying?
Oh, actually, I wanted to chime in on that. We've been going through a lot of, it's interesting, as he gets older, like she kind of has these moments where it's like, oh, okay, she really has a handle on her emotions and things. But then, and it's like that one thing where it's not this line up. Remember, it's more like this weird kind of thing.
A very skewed Venn diagram.
Right. So you kind of you think things are all great, and then all of a sudden there's a hot mess meltdown. And you're like, okay,
and it can be over some really inconsequential.
Right. And then you're kind of like, all right.
Well, I guess, yeah. We ain't there
But
yet.
I do tell her a lot. I'm like, Izzy, the one thing that you do have control over is how you react to these things. So that is part of your mindset. And as you grow older, should be something, okay, hey, is this the end of the world? Is this, one little thing going to wreck my entire day? Don't let that little thing don't make it any bigger than it should be. And don't allow that to rule you.
Exactly. Then let's bring it back around. If that is still existing, then allow yourself to have that moment. But then, what I do when I have those is I just sit here and I just piddle around my desk and I move things about. And what it does is it gets your mind out of that despair and dread and doubt.
Spin out.
Yes, so that you don't spin out, because you aren't doing yourself or anyone else any favors doing that.
Yeah, and also make sure that you hydrated and have you had food, because
yes.
those are the main things that really alter, especially the younger member here at PM Artist Studio.
Yes, well, that's one of the things, because I went to Al-Anon for a long time with my
second husband,
because there were family issues there. And one of the things that I learned was, Don't be too hungry, too tired, too thirsty, whatever, because those are the things that
Trigger
a bigger chasm there that you fall into and you just keep tumbling down. So, grab onto that little branch at the edge of the cliff there and hold on. Number 1, allowing myself to go with the flow, to be serendipitous, to muddle about, to pursue the path that leads to my joy. I get to decide that.
Yeah.
And I call it the self-rewarding system here. When doing something least rewarding, attach a pleasurable bit to it. One that brings a smile, a happy sigh, an oh, I can breathe feeling. This is how to get her done without feeling resentful, angry, or bitter. And it's like giving yourself the perfect gift. It's the right color. It's the right fit. You don't have to worry about standing in line for returns. I recommend doing this often. Identify ahead of time, and you get to decide what your joy is. The end.
And a lot of what we do here is joy.
I
Sometimes with a little anger, we have our
I
moments.
hope that it is. I hope that it is, and I think it's important to let other people know that. Pardon me.
And the mowers, it is the season.
Bust out the bourbon today.
I don't think that you should, but.
Well, I would, but I can't find my shot glass. Haven't uncovered it yet.
Okay. Swig it out of the bottle.
I am going to share something with you that gave me great joy the last couple of days.
Should I go topside now?
Topside.
Okay, we're going topside. There we go. Here we are.
And you know that
Hey, Lori.
I put these little packets together, and it's kind of my, Brad and Mariah work their butts off, getting orders out in a timely manner, working with the designers and creating some things on their own. And I think that's really, really important, is to continue that, because if you are a creative person and you are not creating, there's going to be a void there, and that void gets filled up with a whole lot of ugliness.
Yeah, you get resentful.
You do. And it becomes a thing then. And I don't think you should allow that to do that. So this is my contribution here to the business. And I take this very seriously. And I really, I can never do the same thing twice. I don't.
I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't. I know some people do like to kind of recreate thing, and that. I mean, my aunt was that way. We've got sheep, and she went through a mushroom stage, and it's just like creating the same thing. That's a comfort place.
Series.
Yeah, I guess it was a series. She's probably still making sheep.
So what I do, and we're gonna actually make some of these from beginning to end today. I've had these in my little pack, and I just keep stuffing them back because there's nothing that they would go with. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So then I decided, well, I'm going to have to create something for them to go with. So I stamped them. And I stamped them with this stamp.
Mm-hmm. And ink, or not ink, but paint.
Yeah, this stuff right here.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. And then I stamped this one with the circles and the zeros and the ones.
Bits. It's sketchy math, and that's bits.
So I've got these here, and I think these, isn't that wonderful?
I love that.
Isn't that delicious? Because you know where this one came from? Froyle's great big one that the pieces got
the
cut.
IMPP one.
Yeah, that fell off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is just...
I love that. That one's really...
Isn't it? Now, I did come in and add a little bit more paint, pencil work. Mm-hmm. Oh, and you can see a little kitty there.
I was going to say, there's a kitty there.
There's a kitty there. But, I mean, it even showed up on the
and those of you that are regulars, and I know that you're regulars, or you ask for little extra things, I do my very best to keep that in mind each and every time you order. So sometimes, like, if I have a special one, like these special ones that she's done, I will put in a third or, some extra things. Or
because I do. I just, this pile I will just give to Mariah to be added to as far as, extra special. Mm-hmm. But these stickers, Sue, oh, I forgot to put on my dadgum bracelet. I took it off when I was washing up and didn't put it back on. Anyway, she sent some really cool bracelets. I'll
Oh,
get to
and
those.
Sue, I have a Sue here. I think she
Can't
was.
remember. She may be a rewatcher.
Yeah.
But anyhow, you are getting some special ones because of, and I'm going to go through I'm going to open your, because you have I already hooked Izzy up.
I know.
We took a video, and you're going to get a video.
Yeah, as soon as I work out how to get it off of her phone over to, because I need to upload it to YouTube because I know that it's too long because I heard y'all up here and I was like, just counting the moments. And I was like, that is not going to just be able to text that one. I don't know if you know that, y'all, but if you're texting videos,
Well, anyway,
it has a limit.
I don't know how she gets these little sticker things, but they're on a strip. Well, I'll show you here in a little bit. Okay.
And I'll open mine on Monday. So just
hold it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough. But Izzy did open hers. Now this is sticking a little bit, and I'm kind of worried about that.
airdrop. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see, basically, yeah. Now, this one was interesting because this was one of the flop-offs. And I just came in and added some different color in different places.
Ooh.
I know. Aren't those beautiful?
Wow.
And then look at this one. That sticker was perfect. I just added a little bit of turquoise to that little side right there. But isn't that perfect?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think this is so Monet.
Oh, yes. All the orders will come with a packet that have gel prints. Or the little, 2 little pieces. Samples. And those are always ones that P has, a lot of times, if you kind of really study them, you may have even seen part of it being done during a stream. That's why when we talk about these, like, oh, well, these are going to go in packets. Those are the ones.
Huh. These are them.
And then,
these are special.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about this one. You can even see the sort of, I used the art glitter glue, and then I used one of the mica powders.
Oh, the new ones.
Isn't that cool looking?
That is very cool. It looks like it's embossed.
I know. And then you can see a little bit of that stamping that's going across there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is a lawnmower. And then somebody was asking about which stamp that was. So I think they were asking about the zeros and ones. That sketchy math, and it's the bits one. So you'll need to do a select down and look for bits.
Yeah, this is a really great stamp. Okay, now I've got these.
Hey, Holly.
And I have had these.
Hi, Edie.
You know when I did these, I've gone through 2 different batches, and I can't get anything to match these. So it's going to be our goal today.
Oh, man.
Because I have to put 2 in everything, and I haven't been able to match these.
I don't know if y'all realize that there's just so much that goes into this.
There is a lot of
Yeah.
thought that goes into this. Now,
Hi, Sunny.
I did. Go ahead.
Oh, I know. I was saying hi to Sunny. Some other peoples are coming in.
Okay. I can go and stamp over this. And I thought about that. But I don't know that I like these because the zeros come out really strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about, and Mariah, that stamp is over there, the one that has the, that looks like the strings are raveling.
Oh, that's Carrie's new sketchy grid.
Yeah, I really,
You need that today?
I need that because I think that that's going to be on these mostly, it's a color thing. Because like these 2, I think go together because of the repetition of the yellow. And this might need a little bit more red in it, but I'll decide that. All right, this is the one, yeah. So what I'm going to do, because I think that this needs another color to make it more amenable to something that I could add to it, I'm going to stamp on these with the red. And I apologize, my nose is just running like crazy.
Wow,
And my eyes are feeling like...
between the molds probably that are happening because of all the
Yeah, and
water.
I've been opening my window at night because...
And it has been
wonderful.
windy as all get out today. and yesterday.
But Sue, if you are watching, I wore my bracelet all yesterday. I put Izzy's on her. Did she show it to you?
Yes. I actually wore it earlier today, but I didn't put it back on because I figured she'd yell at me.
She came in, and she loves the little satin pouch box.
Oh, yeah. She took it to school.
So much, but she put her little special critters.
Oh, and yeah, if y'all want to hear a funny story about getting your ducks in a row, so this kid, she wakes up at 1 a.m. the other night and just kind of bolts out of the room. And she's like, I gotta get my ducks. What? And then I'm like, okay, you just whatever, you know. And then all of a sudden I was like, did she come back? And then I didn't see her because she's been sleeping because we have a couch in our bedroom. We're working our way back into her own bedroom. That's a lot of me just, you know, I love her near me. Especially for this reason, because she's been known to sleepwalk. Well, so then I walked past the couch, but I think she had kind of pulled the blanket up kind of over her head. She does that, like how she sleeps. And then, so I didn't think she was there. And so I'm wandering around at 1 a.m. This one's still awake. Come up here and I'm like, have you seen Izzy? And then she's like looking at me like, what?
No, I think I'd remember.
Yeah. Like she's of no use. This one here, Brad and I talk about, I mean, people could just, you know, wander up in this house and like, as long as they just didn't really break her focus, do whatever. Anyway, so yeah, she had made it back to the bed, but I was freaking out at 1 a.m. about, and she needed to get her ducks into her backpack. And she's worried the dog was going to eat them.
Or the cat.
Or the cat.
And it was really nice because she was worried about the, you know, the effect of the cat eating the ducks. That probably wouldn't be a good thing.
Right.
I really wanted to do this yesterday, but I made myself hold off just because I thought it was really important.
Yeah.
As a...
Ooh, I love what's happening on your, you know, stamp off sheet there too.
Oh, yeah.
See, that'll be the next best thing.
And I've got some more to show you back over here that I've been working on that are come under that same category.
Yeah. Yes, especially, well, younger cats and dogs. These are old cats and dogs. They don't really mess around. They barely are interested in the food that they are offered.
Yeah, Bentley has never been a people food cat. He won't.
Now he likes
he'll sniff it.
Well, he will eat paper. He's a paper eater.
He does eat paper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, her birthday's coming up very soon. It's time to take down the Christmas tree. It's been the deal, like, for the last few years. I'm like, if you want a birthday party, the tree must come down. So we keep the Christmas tree up until May. But Brad and I were talking about it the other day. She's like, what? I'm like, do you want a birthday party?
Trade-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Life's trade-off. All right, so now we've got this. And
hello, Baby.
Here's my little palette that, you know, I was working on. You can see the blue-greens. And then I had to neutralize some of the greens because they were just too bright. So I brought in a little of this. Oh, and I have to tell you, Sue. Okay.
Did she send you balls?
Well, can you hear the balls? She sent me balls. I've got them here on the thing. But I put it in a couple.
You know that's an Arty friend.
Really, yeah. Because I needed them. Okay, so.
I know some others that need them too.
Yeah, I think this is going to be such an interesting print. Because it has all of those layers. It has the gel printing. It has the brayer offing. And I mean, you know, stenciling.
All
stamping.
the things.
It has everything. So this would be considered a very special So if you get one of these,
Mo would like to know if the balls were steel.
I'm hoping that they are. I
Take-
put them in, assuming that they were
Yeah.
stainless steel. Yeah. Okay. Now I don't know that we're going to need those anymore, but we'll have them here, and I'm going to keep this right
That's
here.
a whole other
Also.
thing, Lynn.
All right.
We I don't know if y'all have seen this, but like there's this video that went around for a while, but like so these people had built a special cabinet kind of wall thing where they just roll the tree into a hidden thing. That's fabulous. Like I need that in my life, something like that.
Yeah, me too.
Now it was a very tall, skinny tree, and I'm like, see, that's different.
Yeah.
Ours
okay.
is, you know.
Now I don't know. Can you see this?
Should I want to talk about that anymore?
I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about that anymore.
You want to know what that is? I would love for y'all to guess in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on what this is and how it was created. I'll give you a little hint. It is Yupo.
No, this one isn't. I already used the Yupo one.
Oh. Well,
This
then
one-
this isn't what. Okay, never mind. I should just shush it because it's not the thing that I thought it was.
I have that one.
Do you
but
know what
I
I'm
think
talking about?
I already. I think I messed it up.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
It is paint resist,
What this
yes.
is a flop off of white. And see that little piece of Yupo there?
Mm-hmm. That can cause problems.
We were
Yeah.
talking about the pervasiveness of Yupo. As he
It's
says,
just
I even find it on my butt sometimes. And I said, well, if you
because
stop
you don't wear pants.
running around naked, you wouldn't find stuff stuck to your bum. Honey Bunchy.
These are easy solutions. These are things we can handle. We have
Yeah,
here is the problem. Here is the solution.
And, and it's just, it isn't something that you got to wait for, go out and buy, whatever, put some dadgum clothes on. And, here.
Oh, those are the balls.
There are the
Very
balls.
nice. Look at that.
Oh, do I need to go through my stuff from Sue? I do.
Yeah, I'm sure people.
Oh, I might just have to wait.
Why don't you do
because-
that kind of at the end?
All right. Help me remember, because
Okay.
this way, if I have stuff stuck on the plate, it will have a chance of getting it
Yes.
off if I do it now.
Exactly.
Okay. Good thought.
Yes, Darcy she does the paint resist thing quite often, and she does it like she'll do the paint resist and then she comes in like with sprays and stuff. That would be more mine.
All right. Now, this has got some purple business going on here, but I think I can overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we're going to do here is going to...
Yeah, see, I would love to do that, Veronica. We don't really, I mean, I guess if we did clean out the garage or kind of reposition some things, we probably could do that. That would be the best thing because you can just roll it out the front door and then into the garage. We can talk right into that.
What are you talking about?
Like just keeping things all on the tree, and then if we went and got one of those, those probably like the plastic that you cover bedding like when you're moving.
Oh, yeah,
if we
yeah.
went and got one of those big ones, we could cover it. So,
Mattresses.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could cover it. Or heck, they probably have ones just for trees.
I'm just going with different browns here and getting some dark in there, because then I think we can come in
Hi,
with
Diane.
lighter colors of the stencil. And, bring it back out. Let's see, why don't I have this swatched? That's looking an awful lot like that. I don't want that. I want a totally different color down here at the bottom.
Yeah, I think Julie Parker. I think you gotta make sure that they are stainless steel, because just regular ball bearings may not be.
They will rust.
Yeah,
after
that's what she
long.
said that hers did. Yeah.
And that's not good. All right, let's see what happens here. I think, you know, whatever happens here is going to be.
Oh, hey, Susanna. No worries. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back.
You see how this is rolling out here? This is really a great little
presentation.
Yeah, and excuse me just a minute.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Get a new. Oh, we'll just leave that.
That's called old paint.
It's called old paint. But at this point, you can still roll it out. It's just going to take a little bit more.
And we found that, so what brand was that? That was the Utrecht, isn't it?
And I think that, you know, it's one that I got on sale.
So it was already probably older.
Usually that's what that means. And I've got way too much of this up here. My larger plates really interfere with my brayer offing here because they're right to the edge of the thing.
I was wondering what that was, Lizzie Jean.
What?
She says, I'm in love with everyone's new Stamos. Stamps. Like Stamos. I love me some Stamos too. Ah, good call, Carrie. Carrie says that he buys plastic pearls or clear pearls meant for jewelry making. You can get them very cheaply, and then he just puts those in the paints. Yeah, that works too.
Plastic?
Yeah, just, you know, like, just plastic balls.
Oh. Well, I think that would work with your lighter weight stuff. But some of my stuff needs some big old heavy duty steel balls because it's thicker.
It matters. Perhaps. I'll let y'all just work that out in the chat. Ooh. And it transferred.
And a transfer. Check it out.
All
right, I will show you that more here shortly.
Yeah.
But, what I want to do here is I want to pick up as much of this as I can. New. I knew I had too much paint there.
I think that's hard as glass.
It kind of just blobbed out on me.
Ooh, that looks cool too. Well done.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I can get some of that to. The problem is if there's paint, it doesn't stick so well. See, that's painted over there. That's all right. This will be a good start to something else.
Something to keep in mind if you are doing like the white paint resist kind of situation. When did you do that? It was like yesterday, right? You want to make sure that paint's really dry.
This is old. Old.
Okay.
Very old.
Because if it isn't, then you probably aren't going to get as much of a transfer.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to squish.
Yeah, or pull up more. Because the paint will actually be sticky. Up, yeah.
Pull back onto the plate rather than coming off of the plate. That does. Remember the thing that I did the other day?
Remember that?
I brayered and it just wrapped around my... Yeah, okay.
That was pushing all layers.
Well, we knew that. We knew that from the get-go. But, you know, we were just going to go ahead and go with it anyway. All right. Now, I need my... dark brown here. that what I want? Yeah, I think so. No, I don't think I think that I need, we're going to have to mix it because I want this brown to be very cold.
Cold?
I want it to be a cold brown.
Okay.
And remember, this is the paint that's kind of,
yeah, it's funky,
mucky. So this is gonna work quite well, I think.
I think Izzy's having the same allergies you are.
She's what?
Having the same allergies you are. You two seem to have similar.
Yeah. Well, I really, I want it to not.
Oh, Juliet wanted to know what colors those were. So it's that Utrecht, which is what, a burnt, is it burnt umber? Or it's an umber sort, right?
Yes, burnt umber, series 1.
And then the other earlier, what were you using? So it was the burnt umber.
Naples, burnt umber, and burnt sienna.
There you go. Naples, burnt umber, burnt sienna.
All right, this is going to do two things. Number one, it's going to loosen it up,
and it's going to make it cold.
And it's going to make it very, very cold brown rather than
the cold-hearted umber. Ooh. Hey, Sue, we've been talking about you.
Yeah, we have.
But P's gonna show her stuff here in a little bit. We decided to wait. Yeah.
Now see,
I was gonna wait for that.
That looks so cool because it's sort of a Payne's gray-y kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a really good mix. And I know Rhonda's digging this. One of her favorite colors, I think, is the burnt umber.
Oh,
or
look at
Van Dyke
cool
brown, which
that
is very
looks.
similar.
Oh, I'll have to show you that later.
Yeah. Well, she might be further back in the stream, but yeah, we did say it was burnt umber, Utrecht, Naples yellow, and burnt sienna. I don't know what the other brands of those things are, but probably golden, I think. Weren't the other ones golden? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, good.
I hope I'm doing the right thing here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, and this is the new Neuro Stencil, designed by Brad. Look at that.
Now,
Showy, offy.
I'm hurrying because
I
I want to get this onto my other.
You flopping off, or you're trying to get that? I gotcha.
I'm trying to get this.
It's a little wonky, but I think that'll be fine. Excuse me. I stayed up too late. Ooh. Man, this thing just keeps on a giving. That's fabulous. Did you know it was going to do that?
I'm not really.
Okay.
It's just one of those happy accident kind of things.
Yeah.
You just you take it though. I mean, you're like, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well done,
that's
Patricia.
What I want. Yeah. Wow. I planned that sucker. Not.
Hey, Carla.
All right. So now we've got
Yeah, well, that was actually the other night. Last night I was just up late.
Now we've got this business going on here, and we really need to get this off of here because it's just, yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff that. And this is what I bust out my Lucas.
Lucas. Good old
And we'll
Lucas.
be able to get this cleaned up and
There was a time.
off of here supposedly before the end of the stream.
There was a time when she trash talked to Lucas, but then we found its use.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I think,
Don't trash talk your paints until you really, really know. That's the lesson here.
But the thing about it is the ones that I got originally were, I think that they were old because they were that gloppy. You know how that brown came out?
Yeah, yeah.
And
well, they were on sale.
They were on sale, and that should be your first.
Don't be surprised if they're gloppy.
Don't be surprised if they're gloppy, but don't give up on them.
Yeah. Hey, Mark. Well, hey, and this is where a airbrush medium or impasto comes into play. Because originally you kind of made a mix, or and added more of the just U.S. Art Supply retarder into the paint, adding more dry time to it because they were just drying so quick.
It was just like, man, I can't get my paper down there quick enough. You know, once I've brayered it out, because the consistency of it is what?
Yeah. And they're the pasto paints, which they dry differently anyway. Like, that's how they were designed, is to dry from the inside out, supposedly. Because they're like that fresco series of stuff.
Now, see, that's going to be the beginning of something really cool.
Oh, show.
And the thing about it is I can keep this because it's tissue paper and add it to the little cards, tearing it up and using pieces of it rather than the whole, dadgum thing.
Whole
all right, let's
kit and caboodle.
We've got something here. Oh, I was ready to pull this the end of the stream. Mariah said, it's enough. I'm stopping. So I quit pulling. I wanted to pull it in front of you because this is a very interesting.
Oh, I should have
technique going on.
I should have videoed it, but that's okay. I was distracted by some other thing.
This is using the paints that I've altered.
Paints that you have altered. That doesn't
Put
really
stuff in, airbrush medium, water.
Yes.
Glossy satin glazing liquid.
Yeah.
And I don't really know which one this is, but isn't this interesting?
Hey, Tammy. All the things.
All of the things.
Mm-hmm.
I love that purple and yellow green.
Yes. Well, I love that particular. Like, I call that that's periwinkle snarly purple.
Well, I actually think that was
of course. Yeah, Cheryl asked, can you make a mix with the tube paints and the airbrush? Of course. So if you have paints that you really like, but you want them to be thinner.
Oh, yeah. And here's the trick. It's just like when you're adding flour to your cake batter mix. Add a little bit at a time and mix.
So, like, squeeze out your tube however much you want, then put in your airbrush
You just
medium.
add a little bit at a time, because if you put a whole bunch in there, all it does, it just comes clunky.
Yeah.
And it really is very hard for you to get it to integrate. And I'm speaking from experience. Really should have known that, but somehow or other that I didn't get that memo. Okay, now, what I want to talk about here is that now I've got my dark here. Right? I've got my dark.
Eddie mixes his directly on the plate. Yeah, if you want to do, like, small batch.
Oh, yeah. For sure. But what you do want to do is remember that if you get that product down there plain on the plate, it's going to leave a little...
you end up with, like, a little spot.
Yeah.
It took us a while to figure that out.
If it doesn't bother you...
A lot longer than it probably should have, but yeah.
I'm just loving this because look at this here.
Look at it.
Look at those little
Couldn't have done any better. Friends. Thanks, Carrie.
friends. I think I'm really ready to at this point to cut this and begin the other processes on it.
On it. Do it.
Because I think I really do have everything here. Just
hey, Mary.
that I need. So
it's funny meeting you here.
Who? What?
Mary. She was messaging me over on Facebook, and then I just sent her a link, and she's here now.
All right. Have a new mat.
Look at you. You cut it up.
Yeah. I'm not going to use that one because it takes up too much room. I've got to get one of these others that I've already mucked about. There we go. All right. Just close your eyes and don't look.
Yeah, a slick spot. That's a great way to. Yes, that's the proper way. I was trying to think of to me, I was thinking bald spot, even though that really isn't. But a slick spot. There's a really good description. When you put the medium direct to the plate, it leaves a slick spot, like a noticeable little.
All right, this is really wet paint down here on the end. I don't know.
Maybe you should leave it for a minute. She just wanted.
Well, I think so because see, look, I just keep coming away with.
Yeah. Put it on top of your computer.
Because we do want to do some other things to that, and the computer warms it up.
Yes, thank you, Mao. That is very true. So please note that yes, the guard has been removed against our wishes, and we just don't recommend.
We don't recommend that.
She's unruly and doesn't listen to anyone.
Yes. Okay, I want to talk. While that's doing this thing over there, let's talk about some other things that I got going on.
Barren bald.
All right, this is the one I was talking to you about. The yellow one.
Yeah.
I should just make another one so I can show you.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm just gonna do it.
Show us that you can make.
Isn't this looking cool though?
It does look fabulous.
All right, we need to get these over here so they're not getting mucked about. All right. Do I have a clear plate? Reasonably.
I will say that
this has got a little bit.
She is a professional. She has only lopped off a little bit of her finger, and it was many, many years ago. And she learned her lesson.
I did. I'm very, very cautious.
Yes. Don't do this at home, though. Hopefully that's disclaimer enough.
Trying to get this matched up to the edge here so Mariah doesn't holler at me. Well, this has got some stuff on it, but I didn't really think it's going to be like a big deal.
Yes, and please keep in mind, this is an IMPP. Yours will be filled in. If you wish for that to happen to yours, you just need to start snipping.
Or you just go ahead and use it because it's in the process of ripping it up off the plate. You're probably going to do.
You're going to snap it at some point.
It is just, yeah.
I think even Froyle talks about that. I'm pretty sure she has mentioned.
Did she snap hers?
Yeah.
Look at this.
I don't know if she fully talks about it in her videos or not. I don't know that I've heard her really go into detail about it, but I know I've had conversations with her about it.
Okay, I'm kind of liking this brown and blue business that I got going here. And I've got another one back here on the plate, so that'll be cool too. I'm going to stay away from that one right now just because I don't want to deal with it and the stencil at the same time. What do we got here? Don't want that.
Bye, Carrie. We'll see you at breakfast.
Oh, is he? He's heading out?
He's tired. It's late. And they've had their time change, so I'm sure that that's all make you wonky.
I'm just going to have to mix them up. Haven't mixed anything up here, you know, because most of them
in a minute.
I've pulled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any on the plate. So we're mixing some paint and getting ready to do some...
Fabulous. Please just talk through it and tell people the colors you're putting out there.
Okay. A big wad, looks like a turd, of Utrecht. And I'm trying to use this up because it's not getting any better.
No. It does not age well like wine or...
No, none of this acrylic paint business does. Unfortunately.
There you go, Cheryl. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of inevitable for certain designs.
I've got this stuff going down my throat.
Yeah, you need anything? Do you want me to get you cough drop? There's some downstairs. Know what she's looking for here. Is it dusty?
What?
Is it dusty?
A little bit. Man, that's good stuff. Watch it.
Well, then that's a year old. Because we got that for you last year.
Yeah. Well, remember I kind of...
Well, yeah, and then you had the stomach thing.
Yeah, I was kind of off the liquor.
Okay, this is back on.
This is Endanthrine Blue. Oh, and see, that was just what I needed. It just totally took it away. I don't know why I fight that.
I don't know.
So I'm squeezing a goodly amount out of there. But this has had airbrush medium added to it because I couldn't get it to come out of the little container. And I do love these containers because you just pop that little nozzle off.
And squirt, squirt.
And you're good to go.
Yeah. Oh, 100% Brandy, you know.
What is it?
We're 8 minutes from 4 o'clock, and that's we didn't make it to 5, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, I it's medicinal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, come on.
Yeah, and then Ricky, hi Ricky, says that you just need a spoonful of locally sourced honey. We do that. We have the Texas honey.
We do, but I guess I should bring some of that up so I can.
Yeah, have your whole little medicine cabinet over there.
Now, even with mixing this up like this, I want to show you. You can tell it's still ever so lumpy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mix on the plate all the time, but when you have this lumpy paint, it's not the best time to do that, especially if you're doing the stencil thing, because it's going to get caught and, you know, it's just not pretty.
Yeah, you need to work out the lumps.
You need to work out most of the lumps. Oh, we're just going to use it all, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Brayer off what we don't need there. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
That.
And you know that'll become something.
You do. You can count on it. You can take that to the bank.
Yeah, and see, Julie, like, if you have that, then if you could get some of those squeezy jars or, you know, something, or use one of your old jars, you know, anything that's a squeezy tube thing, and you have the airbrush medium or some kind of liquidy, you know, medium to mix in with it, you're good to go. Hey, Sophia.
Okay, I'm keeping this.
That is a fair replacement, Mo, 100%.
Okay, I don't want this. I just decided I'm going to.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies. That's a, you know, like it down below. Share this stream with your friends. You can always watch and replay.
Yeah, I just popped another one. Did you see it?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of one of those things, like once you've really, once they start popping, They all started popping because you're breaking up its stability.
Yes. All right, I've changed my mind totally on what I'm going to want to do with that.
But we knew the benefits of the beautifulness of this stencil far outweighed its, what am I trying to say? The delicateness of it. There we go. My brain got stuck. Hello, Colleen.
All right.
Hi, Janice. Ooh, it's pretty. I like that brown and that lime green. Yes.
This is probably pushing it. I don't know that I'm going to get a whole lot off of this, but, you know, it'll be something. But there, if you don't have black and you have burnt umber and danthering blue, you've got black. Basically.
I don't know what's happening with my hair today. It is not, I don't know. Ooh, look at that. And a transfer. Or no, it was already down there. You're just pulling up. It left some behind. I was off on mine. Where are we at? Are we coming or going?
Well, we're
still
issue
it's
here.
still giving.
I've got a brayer that I need to do something with.
Yeah, that's still quite a bit of paint there. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to muck it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put this one and leave this one.
Take a penny, leave a penny. And what was that? That was red iron oxide.
Red iron oxide. This is Titan Buff.
Hello, Francis.
My grandmother's name was Francis.
My middle name used to be. Yeah, it was a little early. It was a little early.
My blocks have moved over here.
Hey, Michelle.
Knock them back.
It's 4 o'clock. Well, then I got married and I moved because Brad was not like into me hyphenating my name, which I mean, Rushing's already a long name anyway. So like, you know, Scott Rushing would have been too much. So I just dropped my middle name, which was Francis. And my grandma Francis was not my grandma. That was my brother's grandma. And she made sure that, you know, everybody knew that. Like, on my birthday, she would send him money. On his birthday, just him. That's like, so I was like, I don't, you know, that looks awesome.
Now, I could have left this and picked up even more off the plate.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was like, I mean,
I don't know that the added value.
Yeah. That is so fabulous.
Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
From, you know, the broken stencil. So, if your stencil breaks...
Just Mariah Scott Rushing.
You know, go with it. You know, don't sit and, you know, pity-poot around on, you know, so sad. Just get on with it. Because it really, yeah, just behooves you to do that. You'd just be happier.
She wasn't. She just Nathan just held a very special place, and I thought if anybody needed to have a middle name Francis, it was him, not me, because she loved Nate a lot.
Yes, he was her
most favorite,
her child. That's what they used to say.
Yeah.
You know? Mimi has one grandchild.
Yeah, even though there were 7 or 8 of us. Yeah.
Yeah. That. Okay. So, we have these, and aren't these gorgeous? These are just going to be...
Oh, goodness, Deb.
So cool. Look at my little testy out of my pencil down there, or pen. But these can then have other things added to them in those negative spaces.
Mm-hmm.
The negative spaces. And in this case, kind of interesting. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Okay.
Oh, that's nice, Sue.
Let's check these and see what the status. Oh, they're almost dry. I mean, they're really... I don't want to lose this because this is part and parcel of the other one. I might just go ahead and do some stuff on this right now. I want to get some light down on this end. Do you know? And I don't know. Oh, all of them are going to fall down, of course. This is the one I spent 15 minutes deep.
Oh, it was in the IMPPs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I probably got kiss cut, and we don't mess around with that because it just isn't, like, time-wise, doesn't make sense for us.
And see, there are some places that didn't cut on it, and there's other places where I had to, you know.
Yeah, like get a little,
I had to whack the string, and because it wasn't, you know. All right, now I've just got a whole bunch of stencils all over the place here. But I don't really want here because I have another little project here that I want to
get to. Okay.
Okay, we'll just put those back over there for right now. Don't want to lose that one because that's a really important one. All right. Here we go. Now, I've got open titanium. I'm not going with open.
No? Why are you showing people?
Just because there's a difference.
Oh, you wouldn't talk about it. Okay.
Between open and this is closed.
See? That's the mark.
Yeah. It's best to do the mark. Because I don't always read. Read the writing. Uh-oh.
Right, bro. Contamination.
Contamination. Well, at least it wasn't in the jar. Just on the plate there. And it's a little streak, and I don't think it's going to be a hill of beans in the whole process here. Now, because I want mostly the lines on this, and I wanted a good I wanted good coverage here.
Yeah, it's kind of popping up in that one spot, which is interesting.
It is. I saw that.
But again, because this was an IMPP and probably because she did cut at it and pull at it, it may have a little stretch. And sure enough, it swooshed underneath there. But that, I don't think, that doesn't make it or break it.
Oh, yeah. Not for this process. All right, now that was a new stencil, so I need to move in a timely manner here.
And this is not the open stuff, so.
And it's not the open, but oh, look at that. That looks so cool.
Fab.
Fab. Now, where's my other? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, Paul, that's how P was too. That's why Nathan was the favorite, because she was the favorite. Mhm. Yes, and this is the and Mo puts the link. So this is Loose Woven Vintage, also known as ECAT. It came out at the same time as Gauze. Highly recommend these. You will love them. Everybody loves them. It's a winner chicken dinner.
It really honestly is, and it's useful for so many things. And I have lots of, because I think it's one of the porcelains. It has a lot of it's hard to get to.
Well, no, it's not really porcelain in that. It's just it takes a very long time to cut this one. Like, it's one of the longest ones because there's just so many cut areas. So we try to usually run those in batches and things like that, so we just have them on hand so it doesn't slow up the process, because, you know, most things cut pretty quickly and it's no big deal. But these do take, well, especially the other gauze. That looks so cool. And there you, Dawn, see, sometimes it's what you learn not to do. Learning's learning. I used to say, some of my jobs I had, I needed to have those to know that that was not the job that I needed.
Yeah, I had some of those moments too. I worked at a fishing rod factory, and I'm just that whole mentality of that. Some people just do really good.
Repetitive and just get, you know, you're just doing the same thing all day over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I worked at Macy's, and people in the public are very mean, especially in tabletops, which is where the wedding stuff happens. I broke out in hives.
They're hard.
Because people stressed me out and were mean to me. I don't take that well. I've gotten
She's
better.
gotten a lot tougher.
I have, but needless to say, I was like, I don't need this job. People are mean.
And surprise it. And they have ugly dishes.
They have ugly dishes. I don't understand why some of these people want some of this stuff.
It's ugly.
Now, there were some stuff there was some stuff that I really did like a lot.
All right, we're probably just going to leave this one on and pull this one later, because I would like to get all this mucky muck off the plate.
Oh, that is a good one, Cynthia. She says the Splish Splash Flora is one of her favorites.
Splish Splash what?
Flora from Rhonda.
Ah.
Remember, it's the kind of looks like petals, but it's splashy too.
Now see how beautiful that's going to be. And that's just with the leftovers.
That's good.
I know. Oops. Headed the wrong direction there. All right, now I want to, and I've got to find. I'm going to talk about this. This was a lot of fun, and then
That's fine.
hopefully we will make it back to the ones that I really wanted to work on today. Here's our brown. Show you this one. Did I show you that one?
No. Well, I think you showed me the other day, but I don't know that it's been shown on stream.
See, that just needs more stuff on it. And I think this was very interesting. All right, I'm getting down to the ones here.
Well, I would love it, because I worked at Macy's. People would come in and try to barter too, and I'm like, we don't do. Trust me, I don't get paid enough to work any of that kind of out. Like, I can't barter with you. That one always cracked me up because I'm like, no.
All right, well, I don't know what I did with the one that I did the letters. It looked really cool. I thought, I'm going to leave that out. I think that is just really awesome. But here, we'll just take this one and do the same thing.
Paula, I love it. Keep it coming.
What is it?
Oh, she's on a roll.
All right.
Woo, that was when we were.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
stars.
Well, I know, but when you used the, because it's the green,
Right. Okay, somewhere in my pile back here, I've got one that you can see. I already started. See the.
I don't understand why it's so bright. Is basically what I was trying to say about all that.
Oh, well, I don't know either.
It doesn't always come off that bright. Oh, that's gonna be fantastic. Do that.
What?
Do like a flop off, or are you gonna just do it, block it out?
Well, I was just going to do a pointing thing.
A pointing. I'm gonna get.
But I wanted to bring this color out here because I think, number one, it's going to work because it doesn't have a lot of pattern on it. So the words are going to show up. But I look at this color. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
That yellow gold.
Yeah.
Or I could just go with, plain bright yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here, and you.
Okay, I've got that one. And this one is a little on the,
But you could add some white to it.
I could add white to it, or I could just grab this one. And I could just go ahead and use both of these.
I think that using both of them would be fabulous.
And, I do have a bit of, you remember I did the different colors of red here on this?
Yes. I was going to say, I think you needed to go with the darker yellow at the bottom and then the brighter yellow at the top. Mm-hmm. Well, she just took a swig off the bottle, but that's fine. Yeah, she's just got water in the cup, I would assume. Mostly using airbrush medium. And hello, Jenny. Well, she mixes the airbrush medium in with the paints. And I'm not sure where Jenny is in the stream because she might be a little bit further back. So that could be why that question came about. Look at the dry slowly. Oh, okay. How does hers come off better than mine? Just kidding. No, really, is the paint drying slowly. So here's the thing to kind of get to know about your paints, because all paints will dry differently.
Oh.
That could even mean not, like, even within a paint brand, the different colors. Like, we've noticed that blues tend to dry faster than other paints due to the types of pigments that are used. Now, one of the other factors, obviously, is humidity. Wherever you live, the humidity is going to play a very big role in how fast or how slowly your paints dry. Now, if you kind of have noticed that your paints, no matter what they are, what brand they are, or whatever, are drying quickly, you can get something like retarder. We use the super cheapy stuff, US Art Supply. We like it. Works well. You want to make sure that you mix that directly into the paint, not necessarily mix it on the plate, because again, you'll get those bald spots or the slick spot. So you want to mix it off onto the side or whatever, so it's thoroughly mixed into your paints. That will slow your dry time. There are extenders from all the different, Liquitex, Golden, all kinds of companies carry the different extenders. Slow drying. Some of the mediums that we do, like the airbrush medium, will alter the dry time as well, depending on which paint you're adding it to. I hope that answers your question broadly. And then if you have, woo! If you have anything specific, definitely do not hesitate to ask. And if you're watching this in replay, let us know down below in the comments if you have questions. We will answer them.
Okay, so we'll just leave that on there. Oh, and here's, this is like a, remember this one from,
well, that was the other day.
That was the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that she, well, basically she was pushing every level of, or layer, not letting anything dry as well as it should or could. Because, she was just, I don't know, feeling real impatient the other day. And even a chunk of it rolled up on her brayer, which that's never happened. Mm-hmm. And thank you. Mo has dropped in our affiliate links to Blick and to Jackson's. We would love it if you use those for any of the paints or things that you already necessities. Is it necessities? Sure. We appreciate you using those.
Okay, so we've got this kind of mustardy color here. Now I'm turning this over and seeing on the other side what's going on. There's a whole lot of different stuff going on here. So what I'm really thinking is just taking this transparent. All I want to do is I want to get down, because I'm not going to pull it with this. This is just going to be another layer that we're adding to this. But because it is, thin enough and it's thin enough, two things. It's going down in, it's penetrating that layer, and I'm hoping it's going to be enough to change underneath also, but maybe not. I don't know.
También. Oh, just an FYI, it is the beginning of the month, so I do want to mention over there in Makers, that's Makers and Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group, we have the swaps. So there's the Misfit Scrap Swap, and Rhonda did a fabulous video explaining. So if you've ever had a question or felt a little unsure about joining in the swap, she did a great video going over the types of things that are, ideal for the swap, and just great video. And I'm sure that our folks will drop that into the chat over here. But so there's the Misfit Scrap Swap. There's the ATC swap that's going on. And you'll need to sign up for those because they close those on the 7th. And then on the 8th day, they announce partners. So keep an eye out for those posts. Usually it's in the featured area. That's at the top. You'll either see it in the little navigation thing or whatever. We have the collage prompts put on by Eddie. And then, of course, the color combo by Paula and Carrie. And if you want to combo those things up, you can do that. I probably will be doing that. I need to figure it out. But Monday is my day, and I will hopefully have some ideas by then. Or we'll just work it out on camera. That happens. And yes, that was beautiful, Patricia.
Thank you, Mariah.
We need to put some oil over there or something, because that one shelf just, the hairs, I like it just goes.
Totally inured of it. Just work through it.
Work through. I guess this is going to be the, immersion therapy or whatever. Eventually I'll get over it.
Eventually she will. Maybe I just, really need to scoot it back and forth.
No, please don't.
For
it really does.
Half an hour.
There's a part of my brain that just goes.
Yeah, I admit it is a bit disconcerting.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get. I don't mind the cracky stuff out there, but I really do mind this stuff because this stuff messes me up.
The harder edges, because it holds on to, and those are the edges that create issues.
Tearing your paper. It's not happy. Not happy times.
I think some little padded feet or something like that might be kind of nice. Like over there on the thing. Hey, Devin. Yeah, exactly, Cynthia.
I think it's the angle of the dangle.
Well,
because I have to go in kind of at a...
Yeah, and those are the bigger plates, and I've noticed that you have a harder time.
Well, yeah, because I've got interference here on the desk.
Yeah, interference. That's what we'll call it. Interference.
They all said, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Y'all understand interference.
All right, so I want to show you another way to do this. Now, am I putting this down opposite?
Well, it depends on what you want to do with it.
Well, I'm going to...
If you want to use the print that's down on the plate, then you need to put it down backwards. Yes. That will also give you a proper flop off, I believe. Yeah. Now, if you're pointing...
Well, I'm pointing onto the plate.
Right, but you're going to pull that up later. So you want to... Yeah. You want to mirror it to the plate. But if you were to lay that on top of a print, you would
turn it
want
over and you say,
the right
okay,
way.
See?
Yeah. We will discuss this each and every time.
Because each and every time I need to hear it again.
Uh-huh.
Because I just struggle. I don't, I don't know why.
Jeanette says, remember, wrong is right.
Oh, that helps.
It does, but it's like, oh.
All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to have a little
Exactly, Sonny.
Arty Fun.
The mothers of the brides are the meanest.
The mothers of the bride?
Yeah, because what they're trying to do is make up for the things that didn't happen at their wedding.
This is probably very true.
That was my experience. Yeah. And I think basically because like their mother-in-laws or mothers did it to them. And it's just this evil cycle.
That just keeps on giving.
Uh-huh. But yes, I think Sunny is further back, but I'm happy that I got to answer that. Oh yeah, and there were times when like the brides would come back and change because they would come with the mother and then they would come back. Or mother-in-law. Yes, that was always awkward. There were definitely some, things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, or then this is kind of how like Brad and I were like, number one, we just went and did our own thing. This one over here wanted no part of any of it, which is kind of nice, but also you want a little interest. She did do my cake topper.
It was all bullshit.
She really did. She thought it was too young and just didn't need to be doing all that.
And I was convinced that Brad was a boy toy, and I told her you don't marry your boy toys.
Because he's really, really cute. I mean, he's still very, very cute.
Yeah.
But he has turned out to be quite awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to keep him.
We're going to keep him. Anyway, so we just got like regular stuff because it's like, I don't think we need like fancy. And I was also traumatized by working at Macy's. And I'm like, I'm not putting that on anybody. Like, this is all just too much. And so we got really plain stuff, which we still have to this day. And I'm glad that we did. Because there was no reason for fancy stuff that just sits in the cabinet,
And those dishes from Target, the bowls.
Oh, I know. Some of the best stuff ever.
Best.
She bought those for us when we had our first apartment. Yes, y'all are learning all kinds of things in this stream.
What is it?
Just handing out information. There you go. There you go. Aw. Do we have a Q&A on how we came up with foam stamps? What do you mean? Need more info on that, Francis.
Now you notice I'm using the 8x10 with the big border for this. This is why sometimes I don't give it over to Mariah, depending on what the stencil is, because this really is a cool way of doing things here. And I just keep adding to my mix that I've got here.
Oh yes, and my mother-in-law is super sweet and wonderful.
What?
My mother-in-law. Brad's mother is awesome.
Oh gosh, yes, she really lucked out on that one. Boy, I'm telling you.
Super sweet. Ooh. That's the one over now. Brad would say otherwise, but there have been moments. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, let's see. What did Francis say? I have like 15 of them, and I just purchased more yesterday. Oh, are you meaning like storing them, or? Oh, I think that's what she meant. Storing them. I have a Q&A on how you came up with
storing the stamps?
Stamps. Well, or are you talking about just designs and things? Because a lot of our designers are here. So we're not the only ones. In fact, a majority of things come from our designers versus in-house. You know, there are a lot of the other art supply companies have them. But I will say it was a little secret sauce and not something we, give out as far as information on, because it took us a lot of research as far as the foam, how to cut it, all that.
Oh yeah, Brad spent hours.
Well, then we spent months like contacting different people, getting samples, figuring things out. Oh yeah, it was quite the process. See, and yeah, I mean, it's always something. Oh, bye, Carla. Thanks for hanging.
All right, I think that's going to be good. I
That's
still
cool
have some leftover stuff here, but
you know who you might talk to is Christy Hartman, Dawn, because she does a lot of character type stuff.
Alrighty.
As far as our designers are concerned, like she would be kind of the more character driven type style.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to love this or not, but
I think it's a great idea though. I like the idea of it.
I like the idea, but the colors that I chose are really
you needed more opaque.
Cukey.
I think you needed something a little more opaque.
I think you're right, but I think I can put an opaque down behind that. Did you notice I didn't squeak that in there?
You're so good. You got 30 minutes.
Well, let's get something down on this. What I might do is just take this and mix some.
Oh, that is an option. So what are you going for there?
I don't know. It's whatever comes off.
Oh, okay. Kind of peachy.
Kind of pinky.
Now, if you were trying to make that color, it
Yeah.
would have spent 2 hours here just working that out.
Mariah, that is so not so.
So not so.
So not so.
I would love to drop a stream link in because I feel like we spent some time working that particular.
Well, that's because you wanted me to make something that was just
specific. I know, like but that was the point I was making. That you know, if you want it, it's going to take you 2 hours to get it. If you don't want
2 hours is a slight exaggeration.
okay, 30 to 45 minutes of that, and then maybe another 30 minutes of adjustment.
Well, you know, I'm not going to argue with that. Okay,
Okay.
this is just way too yellow, and I want to kind of get into the musky, dirty colors here.
Okay.
And I'm really...
Oh, well, of course, Paula. Yes.
What? Okay, I'm scraping this off of this because I'm picking up crumbs of my red here.
But yeah,
It's breaking
Paula does
off.
great little creatures and animals and peoples as well.
And we don't want that. Okay, so we have this peachy color here, which is, it's okay.
Now, I would say, Dawn, get with Paula and maybe show her some examples of maybe a style. Because that's going to be the other thing. And Paula may already have something in her prolific file. I don't look in that anymore. You have to bring things out of archive. Paula overwhelmed me, and I had to put things over into a different folder. Because she does things all the time. It's awesome, but it is also overwhelming to me. I know you have more owls.
Okay, I'm loving this plummy color.
Ooh.
It's a little bit too dark. I want to lighten it up ever so slightly.
Mm-hmm.
It's dry, don't worry.
Yeah, she did. You look away for a second. The yellow has become plummy.
Well, I wanted plummy all along.
Yes, prolific Paula. Kind of taupey.
Taupey?
She gets so offended by taupe.
It's like teal. One of those.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask.
Taupe is a hard color to, I mean, if you're trying to match it.
Yeah, your idea of taupe is different than my idea of taupe. It's true. I see things differently.
Taupe is purple gray.
Beigey-ish to me. I don't. But isn't this kind of purple gray? This out here, sort of. Now it's going more peachy.
A lot of times color is dependent on that color which it's next to.
Well, or on top of, or, you know, and then the lighting over here is, we've got some yellow light, some white light. Try to balance it out. She says.
There's a bit of a protrusion there that I'm not sure that that's
Hi, Ellen.
Ideal here. Okay, I want to use this for cards. So I'm not using tissue paper, which, you know, probably that would have been good to use tissue paper, but I didn't want to have that extra step in there, and hopefully I put it down in the right spot where I'm getting a lot of the good stuff that was on the edge. And to let it set a spell. Hopefully.
That's funny, Rhonda.
Maybe really angry that
Eddie's
I
having a spat with Nightbot.
pulled up a lot of good stuff. That
Yeah, you need to leave that one down. Otherwise, I don't think you're gonna.
Yeah,
don't be.
It's not gonna happen there. Too dry, it's not coming up. Oh well. Yeah, I think we can better see where. Oh yeah, see, and I missed a lot of my edges.
Yeah, you can come back with something else.
Because here's where it stops, is right there.
You know what would be nice is if like you pulled it with orange. Oh wait, or you put paper down.
I've already got paper down.
Ah.
It's too late.
Yeah, you're.
Makes me kind of sad.
That's a little sad.
A little sad. But it just is what it is.
Now, hey, I have a thought for you. If you wanted
It
to,
is what it is.
you know, give it a whirl. You could go ahead and put paint down around the edges and then put a tissue, and then we could glue it all together and get the whole print. I think it might work.
Yeah,
and even if it came off it...
I think I've already pulled off too much of the interesting stuff with my edge of my other paper, see?
Oh, okay.
But that was a really good thought. And I think it would work.
Yeah, something to keep in mind.
Maybe I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. Whatever's there.
See what happens.
See what happens.
Because
I don't know that it's going to be wonderful stuff. Now, how am I going to do this?
Okay, so you just need to put some stuff around the edge. And here's the thing, even if your paper glues to the back side of the thing, that's totally fine.
But what's worrying me is the here.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, really, seriously, like, I mean, did somebody commission you for this? And we're worried that...
And I'm just going to go with this plain.
Oh, what we're worried about. I mean, it isn't, you know, Tweaky Experiment Tuesday, but we are allowed on Thursday.
And we're being serendipitous.
I appreciate it. You usually don't.
Well, I just think, you know, if I do go with your ideas, it means because I really do believe that it has a distinct possibility of working.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you know, you're just going to have to take the chance that something bad is going to happen to that print that is in there, which is really a wonderful print, by the way. But I don't think it's not anything I can't, or I can hand across to Mariah.
We can fix it.
And she can fix it.
And put it back together. Because it may come off in pieces. Because I was thinking about, and why I think this would, you know, be worth doing or working out, is that, you know, we've kind of done the reverse where she has pulled a print onto tissue paper. And then we've glued it to a nicer sheet of paper to give it the stability to frame it or, you know, do whatever. So why not be able to pull the edge and then we just glue everything down to a final thing once we get it all up.
Yeah, I don't know. I have my
She has her doubts.
My doubts about this, but there's that little piece.
Hey, Kathy.
Whatever that keeps showing up.
Devin. What? She looked away for a bit. She's like, "What are we doing now?" Well, she did put it back on the shelf and then brought it back because she was like, you know what? Let's just give it a whirl. So basically, P had cleaned up the edges, and she's like, oh darn, I really would have liked to have more of the whole whole gunky print business there, which I think this looks super cool. So what we're thinking is put the paint around the edge and then put the larger sheet of the tissue paper down. So we're gonna pull everything up and then we'll glue it all together if and or when they, you know.
You saw it here.
Yes.
Even if it is a abysmal failure, you'll know what.
Oh, it is very 70s retro-ish. You know, it's kind of something in the air. Eddie did that great print, and he has a video coming out soon. What he's doing with that print, supposedly he's making a journal of some sort, but it had a real laughing vibe to it. I think because it's a color combo, and hey, this kind of color combo-ish. Didn't really hit them all, but you know. Got those vibes, y'all. Hello, Kim.
You know,
it was worth doing a replay of
print up someplace because I wanted to make sure that I had it out here so I could show it to you.
Yeah, and is this a good time? Did you still want to show your birthday stuff?
You know, I wanted to show. Okay, I've shown you all of these.
Sue's still here.
Yeah, I'm going to.
That was a very concise way of saying all of what I said. She goes, so Sue says, Yolanda, she's making a frame. That's true. I like them. You know, I like to make things.
Now, see, I don't think that you have seen these.
Not at this stage. No, these are new things done to the stuff. These are also, you know, packets in the making.
Packets in the making. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is done with those stripper things that
oh, the new mashup style 3.
Yes. As the circles, and it has these little bar things here, and you can turn them different ways. I love it a lot. I love the circles, and I love the different sizes of the circles.
They give you all the circles you want.
And then this is, and I really am going to have to retire old.
You need a new one?
Denographic.
What?
Whatever you call those, dendrites.
Neurosphering?
Thank you. Yeah, that.
It scares me sometimes when I do know what you're talking about. Just I'm like,
see, you're just on my page.
I am.
Isn't that wonderful?
We're synapsing together.
The background on this was those sort of pinky orange bricks.
Yeah, now that's a different one. That's not neurosphering right there. Oh, but wait, you move it around.
I move it around. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, I've got it over here. It's clogged up. Its holes are clogged up. Its orifices are.
Yeah, it just needs to be turned into something.
Yeah, and I don't.
Does it look good?
Well, even this guy's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Now that's rune blocks by Paula.
Well, you know, it's lost
it's gone the way of the feathers. Well, it seems like it would be stuck in that.
I might be able to. It's all sticking together and being so. Okay, so I've got this jobber. This is a good one too for this.
A lot of these are IMPPs that she gets from the boys. That is not an IMPP. That is tribal tendencies. And then
this one, I showed you the one that had the bottom parts to it.
Oh yeah, that's the springtime.
See right here.
Yes. That was by Darcy. It's springtime something.
Yeah. And I have the other one that, yeah. But these things are awesome because you can just keep moving them around. And, you know, you've got some circles here. These circles, I use these.
Messy Borders by Darcy. There's a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, and you can tell that I use them because they've got paint all over them. And I absolutely love this thing. Whose is this?
That is Sophia's, and that's Ink Splot.
Okay.
The stencil.
I like the big one, but I also like this little one for the little cards.
Because we did a variation. Basically, the 8x10 and the 9x12 are the same, but the 5x7 has much larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at this. Isn't this just magical?
Mm-hmm.
This little part here is the part that's filled in on the...
Yeah.
And that's why I need a new one.
Okay.
I'm putting that request in.
And that
use some
neurosphering...
of my money that I got for my birthday.
The neurosphering that you use, is it the 8x10?
No, it's a small 5x7.
It's a 5x7. Okay. Because it is... I kind of remember it being smaller.
And remember, I cut it apart, though.
Yeah.
And I like the 5x7 because I got that area. But see, it's got this cool stuff here, the splashy stuff there.
Yeah.
And then I've got that in a couple different spots. But I just think that's gorgeous. And remember, this is the one I did my...
She pounced the paint through the... Yeah, she just... Yeah, you know, the dabby, poinky business.
But there's lots of layers there.
Yeah, this is officially poinking at this point.
Yes. And this is the feather print.
See, there were the feathers. They were here once. Now they are gone.
And isn't that, I think, when you I don't know if you, can you see?
Ooh, yeah.
Up there at the top where the brown is?
Yeah.
That. This one is weighs about 5 pounds. It has all kinds of stuff on it.
It's been around for a while.
And it actually has, underneath everything is penciling.
Oh,
I thought this was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like the colors. That's very Darcy. That says Darcy to me.
But I'm really thinking about going over it all with pink.
And that would not be Darcy.
Put that up there. Okay, check that. Oh, here it is. I found it. Found it over here.
Hey, just dig through the piles. That's where the feathers are, too. So.
All right, so this is the edge of Froyle's broken print.
The
broken stencil.
Journey, huh? Uh-huh.
And then here's the spotty things.
No.
But isn't that cool looking? Oh, and here. All right, so this is what I did. I just took this.
Oh, and hit some of the...
Because remember, this was the flop off. And then this is really the only place that it showed through. The rest of it was kind of poopy. So then I just came in and pointed over the top of it. But isn't that cool looking?
It is. I like it. I'm so happy you're getting, you know, joy out of that.
Well, I am. It even says so right there.
Yeah, joy. Right there.
And hope and peace.
Mm-hmm.
And spiritual inspiration. Doesn't have spiritual, but I added that. But I cannot give this up because I just love this so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know what, and I love this one so much too.
I love that one. That was very cool.
I'm not giving those up, but look at the intensity of the color in this.
Oh, yeah. All right, are you going to show your stuff?
Is it time?
You got 10 minutes.
Okay. Yes, I will show my stuff. And I'm going to print over the top of this, and you will be absolutely amazed at the effect of that.
Mm-hmm. Come back Sunday.
All right, now I got to make sure that I pull out the right one here because Mariah doesn't want hers.
Well, I mean, I do want mine. I'm going to open mine on Monday.
Oh, good. And here's the other bracelets. And see, I thought I put them back in here, but I didn't know if I did.
Izzy said she didn't want to share.
No,
I did hear that say something.
It wasn't so. Oh. I really like this one because it's got three different wraps here, right?
And it's really cool how the thing works.
And see, this could actually be a...
I told Izzy that too. I was like, you can wear it as a necklace too if you want. And she was like, oh. Yeah. So this is P's birthday present from Sue.
Okay, now this...
it is a little tricky. I had...
It's a twister.
But it's a magnet. Which makes it a lot easier to put on. Once you kind of get it going.
You have to just kind of get it going. I don't know if I don't have another wrap on this, but this might be one that... The reason I love bracelets, all different sizes of them, is because then you can scoot them back. Mm-hmm. And you don't want them all of your bracelets to be at the same spot.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, might run into a little dragging through the gravy problem here, but.
Which does not equal success.
Yeah. And look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is very
And they're
cool.
they're, I don't know if she
that one's
made
a hooky
them,
but
but they're not glued on. They're riveted on.
Yeah.
So they're not going to fall apart. And this is good because Izzy's harder than heck on her stuff.
Oh.
I mean, and she really loved those. The paper, what is it called?
Leather paper.
Leather paper things.
I just want y'all to know I wasn't even in the same room and I got all this information.
Oh, here.
That's how much yammering was going on.
Now, I can't imagine needing all of these, but these are paintbrush rests.
Ooh.
And I think what we will do is add these to some of these
like
to the
one of
giveaway.
the giveaway.
But look at these. Now, Izzy wants one of these. She asked one. And I
she
said, well, what are you
does.
going to do with it? Yeah.
Handmade, the bracelets. They're fabulous.
Oh, wow. Well, I really like them because I think they're just a little bit, kind of out there. These are so cool.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Wow.
And every one of them's ever so slightly different.
Did you make those, Sue? Did you make the bracelets and did you make these?
But I thought that they were this as cool. And of course, I love fish.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fish because you can get 2 or 3 brushes on there.
Okay.
And
so I think she made the bracelets, but she did not make the clay. Clay is too dirty.
Oh.
It's rough on the hands. Now porcelain really isn't.
No.
But it's a pain to fire and yeah.
Yeah, and you have to have special glazes and all that good stuff.
A seminal mind is Sue.
Yeah. All right, so bracelets and brush rests.
But I don't know, Sue, you don't have.
And that's really
chalk?
important when you're doing sumier painting because you don't have a place to lay your brush down and you want to keep your brush loaded as much as possible.
Yeah, keep it
because
loaded.
you're just wasting paint. So the brush.
Oh, she does a lot of glass.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this because it didn't come like this.
Oh.
It came in a plastic bag and it was protected in the plastic bag, but I just wrapped it up in this print because I didn't want anything to happen to it.
Is that your print?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, I heard you guys talking about that because Izzy was like, "Where did this come from?" She was really like, "Did somebody go on a walk without her and bring back this beautiful stick?" And then I hear her say, "It's my stick."
You can look at it.
So again, these are conversations I'm hearing. Okay,
But
well, you let us know when you do.
I've got its own little box here. And until I figure out a better way to closure it
There was
up.
a good 5-minute discussion about the stick.
Oh, yeah. And she had to touch it. And I told her, I said, be very careful because I do not want the moss falling off. The moss is integral.
Yeah.
So there's its little home for now.
Oh, she says spritz it a bit.
Spritz it a bit?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, to wake it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really, when it came, it was just, it was just brilliant, brilliant green. It was wonderful. Oh, Izzy had such a good time.
Oh, yeah,
she said, look, I've got my own. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was very excited about the finger cuts.
Yeah.
She had that in her little
she
slidey
knows
box.
about burning her fingers on the.
Oh, yeah. There was a conversation about that.
Okay. So, this is not a sloughed off. This is the real deal. And it's from, check this out. Its snake skin is from an actual snake on a friend's coffee plantation in Honduras. I'm thinking it's python.
But it's not. Is it the peel?
It's not. No. This is the leather. This is the skin.
The snake. The
skin
snake is dead.
The skin is the skin. The snake is dead.
Right.
And a lot of times, and I know this is happening in Florida, they're trying to kill the pythons because the pythons are eating everything.
Yeah.
you know, they were really cute little snakes that somebody got tired of and let go. And now they're going around and they're eating all of the everything.
Yeah.
In the Everglades.
They'll eat goats if they get big enough. Seen it.
People.
On the internet.
Yeah. Volkswagens.
Yeah, she said it was like 25 feet long.
Ooh. Yeah. I knew it because see, you can see it's cut off.
Yeah. Somebody else has the other parts of the snake.
And I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I absolutely love it. And Izzy was
I'm sure she loves snakes. She loves watching the snake shows. She has she watches 2 or 3 different folks that do it. This one guy, I really do like it. Like, he doesn't just do snakes. In fact, it's mainly like the live terrarium kind of things. And he has, like, he introduces, like, the beetles and all kinds of ants and bugs. And then he usually has, like, a lizard or, you know, they live in the environments. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, this is a cool little pouch.
Ooh.
And you can see how it's made in Mariah's packet.
Oh, you've already looked through my packet?
I've already looked through yours. See if there's anything in there I wanted before I gave it to you.
She's now. Wow. All right.
Okay, I love this. And she said these came. She cleaned out a lab, and these were going to the dumpster.
I love it. Yeah, protect, right? Or a bow
compass.
A bow compass.
Yeah. See, little.
Yeah.
The pointy thing. And
I'm not sure Izzy was really interested in that.
This is a fancy one. I never had one like this. I just had the kind that you clamped a pencil in there.
Yeah.
And it broke off your fingernail.
Oh, and it never worked right. Yeah. And as soon as you got it all
up and down.
Yes. As soon as you got it right.
All right, here's some of this Kumaningo. I don't know that I'm saying that right, but
invasive.
Invasive species, yes. And I'm going to make this into a bracelet. It's just that I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that quite yet.
Yeah, because you got to.
I'm going to have to
lock it.
I'm going to have to make a thing like I did here on my necklace.
Claspy thing. I love that.
Alrighty, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Look at how good it looks with that print. And then she sent a couple of different napkins. Which Izzy wanted this one, and I said, ask her what she's going to do with it. And then she says, I don't know.
You just need to give me that so I can put it, because I got a thing going on. Someday I will reveal, but I'm still, you know.
And then this is cool, because this goes with the little, the fish. I just think this is so cute. I mean, I don't, okay, this is from a napkin place.
I feel like we've had that napkin before. That's funny. Or maybe we
But
just...
I love it. I love it.
Hey, you know what? That one needs to go... Like, I need to do something, and it goes in the Shibori journal.
Oh, yeah. If you just went ahead and put all blue on this and made the green go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hand you that.
I'm going to put it in the Shibori...
Put it in the Shibori thing. All right. I went nuts on these, and I've already used up... This one is longer than this one.
Here, show folks what, so they can see that, you know, that goes together.
Oh my gosh, yes, look at that.
Look at that.
That is indigo if I ever saw it. And I can do you some gel printing on this little bugger here. Oh, this is just so pretty. And Special ordered this sari silk to go with the Shibori.
She did.
And then, of course, the copper. I think the copper just looks so beautiful with the... Look at this thread work here.
Well, Susan Taylor Brown gave me that. She hand couched that.
And you have Susan Taylor Brown's...
Yeah, the purple thing.
Back there, too.
I bought that. She gave me that.
But this is such a lovely print here.
Well, it's a print plus, you know... Printed. Okay, we're squirreling. It's time. It's time. Did you make it through your stuff?
I haven't made it through my stuff yet.
Okay,
well,
we're going over
a little bit more. Okay, I used these
stickers
on the cards that I showed you earlier.
Oh, some of y'all got some of those.
And Sue, I put some in your order. Now
Oh, it could be Paula. Paula
what?
says, "Is that napkin in a Kiko's book?" It could be the other one that we.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so.
How Kiko's doing? I need to reach out to
here,
some
I'll
folks.
just give this back to you.
Yeah.
You can. We'll look at that more another day. You need to do that
Maybe
on Monday. Didn't look at that Monday.
Monday.
And I'm really liking these, but these were just perfect because I just needed a little something, and I don't know where you get those round things, but I wouldn't mind having some.
And they're just sticker paper. I had some. I don't have that size anymore. I have big ones. But I used up all the ones because I use them for Izzy's like little gift baggy things because I was like, okay, get rid of those.
Yeah, and see, I love that this is in its little container because then the extra leads are right there in that little hoop-de-doo. So I don't want to take them out of there.
Oh, that is really
but
nice.
This is a napkin.
Oh, and then has it been like waxed or just like Mod Podge?
I don't know what she called it. She had a note that I lost.
Or like
it.
an encaustic...
Oh, and I forgot the spoon.
A spoon. You know we love a spoon.
See?
Uh-huh. Wow. There you go.
I'm so
great stuff,
excited
Sue.
about this stuff here. And this.
And we've gotten 2 days of entertainment out of going through it for sure. Let me tell you, like seriously, the conversation between these two was
And as he said, well, why didn't I get a snake skin? I said,
it's not your birthday.
It isn't your birthday, and people might think that you might not want one of those.
Yeah.
And I just told her, I said, I don't know why I got the snake skin. I'm going to put that back in there. Keep the notes in the bag, and then
yes, you can remember. Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. Well, Mariah.
Yes. See, water and glue, then lined with parchment paper. Perfect. All right.
Well, absolutely.
You were on it, Paula. Appreciate
Wonderful.
that.
And the bracelets. Were the bracelets made that way?
Oh.
See, I don't know.
I don't know. Sue, let her know. All right, my Arty friends. We shall be back here on Sunday. Until then, we
love you.
like a
Long haul.
bye.
Bye.